Hello everybody, this is Zara for Trans Youth. As you may see, well, as you obviously see, I am back. And as you've probably heard, I spent last month in the Philippines. Now I had a very fun vacation while I was there. But as you guys probably also know, and may notice by looking at me, I had a little plastic surgery done when I was there. Yeah. So I had my nose done. It's slightly smaller here and here. To be honest, it's still a bit bigger than I would probably like. But I am pretty happy with the results. And the surgeon said that she knows what she's talking about. She's trained to do this stuff. She said that it suits my face more than a small nose would. And, you know, I would definitely be happier with this than with ending up getting something that I think I'm gonna like, but then I don't end up liking because it does not suit my face, right? So I'm very happy with the results. In the time I've been back in Canada, my confidence has gone way up. And that's the main thing, right? Like, it's a personal decision of mine that I made. Everybody in my life prior to this surgery has told me, don't bother getting it, you're beautiful already. And their opinion, well, I appreciate their opinion. I'm very happy that they think that I'm beautiful. But it was more of a personal thing, you know? I looked at my nose and I wasn't happy with what I saw, so I changed it. And I also got my chin done when I was there. I, to be honest, never had an issue with my chin, but it was a suggestion by the surgeon. She explained to me proportions and that my face was not properly proportioned, but it would be if I had a slightly longer chin. So I had a small chin implant put in. She's trained to do this stuff. She basically said to me, you're a very beautiful girl already, but if you do want to change your appearance to what you think to something you think you like better, we can do this and this and this, because she knows how to make what a face is supposed to look like, I guess. I mean, there isn't a wrong way for a face to look, but that is her job as a surgeon, you know? Okay, let's get to the topic now. If you guys want any information about this surgery, I can give you the information for the surgeon. Yeah, you'll have to go to the Philippines to get the surgery, because that's where she's located, obviously. But if you're willing to do that, you can probably get a pretty good price. I mean, at least compared to what you'd be paying in Canada or in the States or wherever you are. I got it for a pretty good deal, so ask if you want to know. This week's topic is what transition means to you. To me, transition is life. To be honest, I think I'd be dead if I didn't transition. Or if I wasn't dead, I certainly would not be happy. Sometimes I try to think about where I would be in life if I hadn't transitioned and I was now a 23-year-old male. And to be honest, I can't even picture it. What typically ends up happening is something like, okay, well, at the very least I would be dating guys. At the very least I would be doing drag. At the very least, I'd be one of those gay guys you see that wears heels and makeup and all this shit. And it ends up going to transitioning, you know? So, I can't see my life where I'm not a trans woman. I can't see my life as a male, because I am a woman. I'm not a male. Right? And that's what it is. For me, it's what I needed to continue living. It's happiness. I mean, you know, my life isn't perfect. There's still a lot wrong with my life, as a matter of fact, but I am 99% of the time, I'm a happy person. Even though there's so much shit going on in the world around me, I'm almost always happy to be alive, to be doing what I'm doing. And transition made it that way, because before transition, that wasn't the case. And I've sacrificed a lot to be where I am. I'm 23 years old now, and you know, I'm planning on going to college this coming September. And transition is the reason I had to drop out of school when I was 18. Now, I know lots of trans people have suffered through transitioning while they're at school. Kudos to you, because I wasn't able to do it. It was far too difficult for me. But now I feel I'm ready. Now I feel I can go to school and be fine. To be honest, most people won't know I'm trans. I already know that. And if anybody does know and they don't like it, they can go fuck themselves. I'm at a point where if they don't agree with me as me, then I don't fucking care. And I don't need to deal with you. So fuck off. And that's what it is to me. It's all, aside from just being what I had to do to continue living, this has given me power. This has given me strength. This has given me, I don't know, everything. Transition matured me. When I started, I was an immature little 18-year-old who thinks just like every other immature little 18-year-old. But now I'm 23. And, you know, I feel like I'm so much different than everybody else my own age. And, you know, most 23-year-olds are just graduating university. And they're trying to find their grown-up job. But they're still in that childish state of mind. You know what I'm saying? They're starting to think about their futures, getting married, having children, buying a house. And some of them are already well on their way to doing that. But many of them are still in the mindset where, I don't know, they don't see the world for what it really is, how screwed up it can really be. But me being a trans woman, I saw that early. I got to see how we were treated, and I got to see how shitty a place the world can be. And it gave me a level of maturity that most people do not have at my age. You may not see me as that mature, but people who spend time with me on a regular basis definitely do. They consider me an old soul, as a matter of fact. But yeah, I had to do this, and that's how I feel, is that this is life to me. And I think that's partially why I feel like I could never go stealth either. It would be extremely hypocritical, but also this is a huge part of who I am. Transition is never going to end for me. I'll have my SRS, and that may be the end of my physical transition, or maybe my boob job will be the end of my physical transition. But I'll always be different. I'll never be able to get a period. I'll never be able to have a child. I'll never be quite like the other girls. I'll always be a bit different. And that's just how it is, you know? You gotta make peace with it, or else you're gonna be sad for a long time. Okay, so I want to hear from you guys. Tell me what transition means to you. Leave it in the comments, and also, if you have any questions about this beauty of a face and the surgeon that made it, just give me a holler, ask. I have the information here. And yeah, just ask for it, and I'll send it to you. If you guys want to travel if you guys feel like you could be willing to travel to the Philippines for surgery, for sure, do it. Especially if you can get a much cheaper price than what you'd be getting here in Canada, because I think I saved in the Canadian dollar, I think I saved at least $3,000 on the price that I would have spent for the same surgery here in Canada. So, yeah, that's a fair chunk of change. Okay. That's not the topic of this video, so I'll stick to the topic. What does transition mean to you? Comment, subscribe, and tell me. I want to know. Okay. Love you guys. Mwah. Comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. This topic is Halloween. Most Halloweens were fine. When I got to high school, I started experimenting a bit more. I think my first Halloween in high school, when I was 14 years old, I went as an emo kid. And it was just kind of a joke kind of thing, not to really make fun of emo kids or anything.